Our top story, parents are concerned after two separate incidents on JCPS school buses last week, both in the same afternoon. First tonight, parents whose kids were on board an elementary school bus this past Friday are talking about the man who got on board yelling at the kids on the bus. WHS 1119's Bobby McSwine and photojournalist Ian Hardwitt are joining us live tonight. Bobby, you've been talking with one parent. How did they describe what happened?
Well, the parent I talked to, Doug, says that it was very shocking and upsetting that his young child had to experience a man yelling on the school bus that she was on. And parents and other people in the community say violence on JCPS school buses needs to end. They say it's up to the community, parents, and the district to do more.
He traumatized a lot of kids, even my daughter.
Bruce Sweeney says his 5-year-old daughter is in her first year at Carter Elementary and it's her first time riding a school bus, an idea she just warmed up to.
And as soon as we finally get to loving school buses, that was taken from her.
A video making its rounds on social media shows a man yelling at a bus full of students, and he's heard making threats that if anyone touched his daughter again, he would flip the bus. In a statement, JCPS says the bus driver got the people off the bus, but the man and girl got in their own car and followed the bus. And the statement says students saw the people in the car display a gun. Police and JCPS security were notified, and LMPD is investigating the incident. Sweeney says his daughter begged him and her 15-year-old brother to pick her up from school. An image of an angry man on the school bus still weighing on her young mind.
Right now, you just made yourself look like a monster in front of all these kids.
And this wasn't the only JCPS school bus incident to occur Friday afternoon. LMPD says a 20-year-old and a juvenile were arrested after a fight broke out on this school bus and spilled into the sidewalk at 1st and East St. Catherine Street in Old Louisville. One bystander, Tom, who wants to remain anonymous, recording this video.
I'm not necessarily surprised.
He says he thinks more incidents like this occur than parents and the public are made aware of, and he was worried about the number of students who got off the bus and walked.
I mean, did the parents know that their kids are being dropped off at some random corner in Louisville, maybe far from their houses? It's not really safe and it's not appropriate.
Tom says JCPS should be more upfront, something JCPS bus driver union president John Stovall agrees with. Stovall also says JCPS should provide more protection for his drivers.
If they allow adults to get on the bus and threaten students and threaten the bus drivers and all that, then they should be liable for that.
Stovall says the best way to stop these kinds of incidents is to criminally charge adults and suspend students.
But send a stern message that type of behavior will not be tolerated.
And Stovall says there are still about 200 JCPS bus drivers needed, and he says events like these don't help. And Bruce Sweeney, the father of that 5-year-old, says he may pull her out of the school system because he says she's so traumatized by the event. I'm live in Louisville. Bobby McSwine for the WHAS 1119 on your side.